Hello friends, welcome back to my channel Abbas Academy. So in this video we will going to see verb and its forms. What are verbs? As you know, verbs are all action words. The verb signals an action, an occurrence or a state of being. Whether mental, physical or mechanical, verbs always express activity. Always remember, action is associated with verb. There are three categories of verbs: action verbs, state of being or linking verbs, and helping verbs. So you are seeing there are three categories of verbs. So with the example we will come to know about this. Now action verb, I love cheese, and linking verb, I am a teacher. Helping verb, I will play the flute, I will be a teacher. Helping verbs are not main verbs. A helping verb together with action or linking verb is called phrasal verb. So we have one different kind of phrasal verb. These are what? These are the helping verb together with action or linking verb that are called phrasal verb. Now finite and non-finite verbs. There are mainly two types of verbs in English, finite and non-finite. Finite verbs change their forms when there is a change in the number or person of the subject. And finite verbs also have different forms in different tenses. For example, as you know, there are three tenses: past, present and future. So finite verbs have different forms in three tenses. Non-finite verbs do not change their form when the number or person of the subject changes. There are mainly three types of non-finite verbs: infinitives, gerunds and participles. For example, infinitive to go, and gerund singing is one of my hobbies. And then speed is a verb, so present participle is speeding. So whatever the number or person, these will remain the same, so these are called non-finite verbs. There are a transitive and intransitive verbs. A transitive verb denotes an action which passes over from the doer or subject to an object. That means transitive means passing over. We is a subject, kick is a action, the football is an object. So action is passing over to object. We kick the football. So this is a transitive. An intransitive verb denotes an action which does not pass over to an object or which expresses a state or being. He ran a long distance. It is no object. This is a action. The baby sleeps. This is a state of being. There is a flow in this diamond, that is being. Now auxiliary verb. Auxiliary or helping verbs are used together with a main verb to show the verb's tense or to form a negative or question. Very important, tense. If it is present, so with number or person, it is am, is, are, do, does, has and have. If it is past, then did and had and was, were. And when it is future, it is simple, will and shall. So it shows the tenses. The most common auxiliary verbs are have, be and do. They add detail to how time is conveyed in a sentence. It creates the most complicated verb tenses, the progressive and the perfect aspects. So you can understand whether the tense is progressive or the perfect. These verbs also function to convey complicated shades of meanings like expectation, permission, probability, potential, obligation and direction. Without helping verb, you cannot clear the feelings, the meanings of this emotion. Now there is a list, so you have a list of this also. To be, am, is, are, was, were, be, being, been. These are used in progressive tenses and passive voice verbs. To have, has, had, these are used in perfect tenses. To do, does, did, these are emphatic verbs. Now, conditional verbs are also there. These are called modal auxiliaries. Could, should, would, can, shall, will, may, might, must. These are your conditional. Thanks for watching my video. Please like, share and subscribe.